I'm Jeremy Ryland, and this G&M COVID update comes from Sabon in Woolloongabba. Recently renovated and just taken over by Andy Ashby, who formerly worked for Salon Deco at the Overlook Inchcombe Hotel, this is an elegant little French bistro and bar. Andy, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
You took over Sabon just before the lockdown, which was obviously a little bit difficult. How did you survive?
Well, we never thought, it was over 12 weeks ago, I would be coming into a situation that we've faced for the whole hospitality industry. We got our staff ready to go. We opened up on Valentine's Day. Just an amazing response, and we were tracking very well in terms of operations and business. To then turn around and stand down 10 staff members was devastating. We couldn't save everyone, but we decided at a business meeting to continue on and see what we could do to stay open operationally and be at the forefront to feed the front line down the road here at the Mater Hospital.
So you fed the hospital and you also kept the cafe part window open?
Yeah, 100%. We felt it was very important to keep some face value for the business going through such a hard period of time, but we also then decided to pivot the business and turn to takeaways, as a lot of other restaurants were doing. We did not want to team up with Deliveroo or Uber Eats because we felt that quite crippling on the hospitality industry. So as a cheeky Kiwi would do, I got on the phone and I rang the first 3 French car dealerships I can find in the phone book, and the one of the lucky ones was Peugeot, and I can't thank them enough for what they've done to team up and show unique showmanship within Brisbane and give us a van and vehicle to go from the restaurant direct to your door, so we're not having to rely on how hot the temperature of the meals are going to be. You are getting the business owner or one of my chefs coming to your door to deliver your food, which I think is incredible. So.
That's great. And I see that you actually do collaborations with other groups too, some wineries and some cheese companies and other food things. How important is that to keeping the business going?
Well, I think it's important. We're managed to tilt operations, and because Sabon is a very versatile space, we've got enough different levels to be able to do that within a correct manner and safety-wise, but also to team up with local farmers, producers that have been hurt as bad as us, if not more so. So getting wine events on the go and getting people aware of what other people are doing in the industry is crucial right now. We should be collaborating more and more together and working as a team to rebuild after such tragic events.
How have some of those suppliers managed during the restrictions?
Look, it's been difficult for a lot of them. They've had to peg a lot of their business trade back, and we've had to adjust strategies in terms of getting produce to the restaurant. Some of the larger businesses that you wouldn't think would ever happen have gone back to COD, which means cash on delivery. Yep. And we've just had to piggyback off that, knowing that this is only for a small period of time. They want our support, we want their support, so let's work together and change a little bit of those requirements. We go to a lot of local farmers, Queensland, Brisbane, Queensland quail. The guys out at Nindorf Farm will go to our fisheries close by and buy off them as well. So we're trying to utilise a lot of the different areas in the market to support, I think, is the biggest thing we need to be doing as a collective.
And the restrictions are gradually being eased, and you've now reopened the restaurant, I believe. How is that going?
Well, when we got the sign for the Go 10 packs, it was the first step there. We were gobsmacked at the community support to come in and want to dine, and I get it. People wanted to get out of the house. They wanted to enjoy some time in a restaurant and feel almost normal again in some aspects. And we were fully booked pretty much the whole week. Yes, we had to pivot the business in terms of there was only an hour and 10 minutes available spots to get people in, wine, dined, and then turn that platform, because at the end of the day we still had staff to pay, we had outgoings to pay, etc. as well. So it was hard, especially on Saturday nights when you had to do it 5 times, and it was controllable measures, but at the same time it was hard to say no to people that want to come out and dine. So we had a waiting list. Now that didn't last forever. We're at stage 2 now, where we've been able to open up by the 4 metre square rule, and we've got 5 different parts of Sabon where we can have people in every area, the aspect of the business. So we're very fortunate and lucky in such a big venue. We can have up to carefully 60 diners in any one given space of time, and this is obviously about to turn again. So we're really good at the moment.
And what protocols have you had to introduce to cover the COVID restrictions, the sanitisation, the distancing, etc.?
Yeah, so we abided by the Queensland state government in terms of what we were given regulated wise. So we put crosses on the floor. We put in the distance rule. We've gone through all the TAFE qualifications for every staff member that is working within Sabon has to pass before they're allowed to work. We've got rules and responsibilities pivoted on the front window there, and we've got sanitisation in every area of the each venue part of the venue, and we take it quite seriously because at the end of the day it could just come back, and we don't want that, and we want to feel safe within the business and in the environment. We want our customers to feel safe, and that's the biggest thing for us at the moment.
And the customers are accepting of these restrictions?
They are. Like, everyone's following media, everyone's following the news, wondering what's next, how can restaurants pivot the business to survive, and we haven't had a negative response. The only response I remember having was, why am I having to stay out here in the cold outside, and why can't I just stand at the bar? Well, guidelines are guidelines, and unfortunately as a young business owner we need to follow them. There's just no if, buts or maybes. We had been audited in the past in terms of checked upon, and we passed with flying colours, and we will stick by that until the government makes that decision to really relax it and get back to some more normality, I guess, and get rid of menus and laminated paper.
And obviously, July is nearly upon us, and
Yes.
With that comes Bastille Day, which is, of course, a very important part of the French traditions, and this being one of the better French restaurants in the country. What do you propose to do?
Wow, Bastille Day. I'm so thankful and excited with the ruling becoming on July the 10th and Bastille Day falling on the 14th. Again, we want to showcase what Sabon can do. Now, we've got, like I said, we've got 5 different aspects of the business. We've taken on about 7 different suppliers and vendors to come and help us out for the day. We realised that with money it being a bit tighter at the moment with COVID, etc., we want to make sure the ticket price comes at a reasonable cost as well. So we're having charcuterie, fromage, we're having Loriente champagne, we're having oysters, caviar, periwinkle snails, smoked brisket. The list goes on. We've got Peugeot showroom happening out the back as well, because they've been a great advocate for what we stand for as well. So that's just a day event. So that starts at 11, finishes at 4. You get some drinks, tokens, and that's $85 a head. So we're not trying to go out and make margins on it. We want to just showcase an amazing French day, and we'll finish it off with an amazing wine dinner as well, 2-seating wine dinner, yeah.
That's really good. Well done. I wish you all the well for that, and we look forward to seeing the COVID restrictions ease even further.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.